From the director of Independence Day, Stargate, and Godzilla comes a new apocalyptic film about the approaching end of the world. Again. At first it seems like the same old plot, but it is not an asteroid that is on a collision course for Earth. It's the freaking moon. Yet the movie leaves us with some questions and opens up possibilities for a new film universe. So today we will be explaining the end of Moonfall. The moon is knocked out of its orbit by an unknown force and is on a collision course towards Earth.
Well, that'll change when you tell them that the moon is out of orbit.
Two astronauts and a conspiracy theorist work together to try to prevent a disaster and discover that the moon is not what it seems.
I've made a shocking discovery.
This is the basic strange plot of the film, and it's wrapped around a big mystery. More than just being a story about the end of the world, like Armageddon or the day after tomorrow, it is an amalgamation of Independence Day, Matrix, and Star Wars. To understand what exactly the end of Moonfall means, we must start with the most important thing about the movie, the moon. The moon is heading towards Earth, and it wreaks havoc on the planet, causing natural disasters like tsunamis, earthquakes, and even reducing breathable oxygen. However, the moon is not a natural satellite, but a hollow artificial structure. When the first humans landed on the moon, they saw lights and other artificial tech. The discovery was deemed classified, and the mystery of who made this tech and left it on the moon called for the government to be prepared in case something happens. In 2012, the first attack occurred. A cloud of nanotechnology attacked a crew on a starship. Only 2 astronauts survived. The government and NASA hid this information from the public and began to develop a weapon to stop these dangers coming from the moon. The project that the crew was working on was a type of EMP, electromagnetic pulse. It was not complete, but it comes useful later in the movie. Astronauts Fowler and Harper were the only ones to survive the attack. Harper warned that he saw alien technology during the attack, but no one believed him. He leaves NASA.
I need you to get me in touch with NASA immediately.
Well, NASA and I aren't really on speaking terms these days.
But Fowler stays and becomes NASA's second-in-command. 10 years later, we meet the conspiracy theorist Casey Houseman, who claims that the moon is an artificial structure. He believes that there is a major conspiracy being hidden.
I'm not crazy!
And later discovers something horrible. The moon is falling out of orbit. Later, NASA corroborates the information. The moon begins to approach the Earth and is expected to collide in 3 weeks. This information causes the president of NASA to resign, which leaves Fowler in charge. She receives new clearance to be informed about state secrets and realizes that the moon is not what she thought. The protagonist understands that there has been a major cover-up for decades.
Why are they lying about all this?
In school you were taught that Apollo 11 lost contact with the world for 2 minutes. Not true. They found something on that day that they kept hidden for 50 years. And now, it's too late to stop.
That being that the moon is artificial and that they are dealing with advanced alien technology they don't understand. Technology that has killed astronauts. A second mission is then being prepared, where they will transport this experimental EMP weapon to try to stop the approaching moon-sized threat.
We're planning a mission to attack this thing. I'm asking you for your help.
Say yes, Brian.
However, one of the ship's engines fails, and the mission is delayed, and the astronauts are sent home. Later they realize that 2 engines are enough to reach the moon, and then our heroes, Harper, Fowler, and Houseman, become the planet's only hope to stop the moon that seems to move like it's being controlled. If they use this weapon, theoretically the moon should return to its orbit. The astronauts manage to reach the moon and enter its core. There they discover the truth.
Are we dead? No, we are just inside the moon.
The moon is a transport with an AI that has been taken over by nanobots that are being controlled by an evil artificial intelligence. This ploy has been in the works for a long time. According to the film's backstory, millions of years ago, humanity's ancestors all lived in harmony, and their societies were controlled by artificial intelligence. But one day, without warning, the artificial intelligence rebelled against its creators and started to kill all organic life. Some artificial intelligence still worked for the humans, such as this Ark, or the moon, which is being controlled by this friendly artificial intelligence. Although it could be a human collective intelligence that is trying to prevent the evil AI from destroying humanity. The film reveals that this Ark that arrived on planet Earth is one of the few that could escape the war, and that these evil nanobots are looking for all living things that uses technology throughout the galaxy to eliminate them. Humans on planet Earth never knew that they lived in a galactic war that has been going on for millions of years. This changes our entire understanding of the origin of our existence on the planet. It wasn't evolution or creation in the image of some deity. Humans arrived on Earth as galactic war refugees, and now that war is coming to Earth. This puts the humans in a position where they must fight these hostile artificial beings. Our heroes take the ship with the EMP, which has been improved by the moon's artificial intelligence or collective consciousness, and destroy this swarm of nanobots, allowing the moon to return to its place in orbit. All the apocalyptic events occurring on the planet stopped. Now the whole planet knows that the moon is artificial, and their place in the universe changes when entering this war. Now talking about the end of the movie, to activate the EMP, the conspiracy theorist Houseman decides to sacrifice himself. He dies in the explosion, saving the planet and leaving the others to live and tell everyone the origin of the moon and the coming war. But at the end of the movie, it is shown that the artificial intelligence that controls the moon has uploaded Houseman's consciousness to the moon's system. Houseman was happy because they managed to stop the moon from hitting the Earth. They have saved the world. Then the movie concludes with the moon's AI telling him it is time to start. Start what? Now that's the question. What should be taken from this ending is that this good artificial intelligence that is on the moon is possibly the collective consciousness of the human ancestors, not a computer algorithm. Possibly those humans managed to transcend their physical bodies and live in these digital constructs. They uploaded themselves into a computer, just as they did to Houseman. Now back to what the AI meant about it's time to start. Possibly what it's alluding to is that it's time for the humans of the Earth to join the other planets throughout the galaxy in the war against this evil artificial intelligence. It could also mean that the humans on the Earth can't leave their bodies to be transported to the Ark or Moon and escape to another world. History may repeat itself. We are not sure if the makers of Moonfall have more movies or other media in mind. Series, comics, sequels, who knows? But the possibility is there, because what appears to be another by-the-numbers disaster movie could be the beginnings of a universe of war between man and machine. Oh, and Moonfall has several references to The Matrix. You know where to go to see that video. So what do you think? Will there be a Moonfall 2 where we see the moon's AI is preparing the humans for war against the evil AI? Please don't forget to like and subscribe as we continue to make daily content about movies and series here on Hypnos Mirror.